Ugh, that's so gross, can you even imagine? The beheading, not the wig. How many times have we seen the Hollywood version of executions and death, when the real history is actually gorier and more horrifying than we can imagine? Here are 3 of the worst deaths in Scottish history, and stay with me, because they just get worse and worse. The execution of William Wallace, 1305. Although he didn't actually die in Scotland, the Scottish knight who led the resistance against English rule was killed in a horrifying public execution in London. He was hanged until nearly dead, his privy parts cut off and burned in front of him, and had his intestines and heart cut out. He was then beheaded, and his body was cut into 4 pieces, which were displayed across different cities in England and Scotland. His head was then dipped in tar and displayed on a spike on London Bridge. But that was nothing compared to this one. The punishment of King James I's assassins, 1437. After James I was assassinated, the conspirators responsible were captured and killed in particularly brutal ways. The various lords and noblemen that had conspired and killed James I were dragged naked through the streets and poked with hot irons. They were beheaded and quartered, their body parts placed on iron spikes throughout Scotland as a warning. Walter Stewart, the man who would be king in place of James, was tortured for days, dropped from a high crane and a crown of burning iron placed on his head with the inscription, "King of all traitors." His entrails and heart were torn out before he was also beheaded and quartered. Before we get into the last one, what kind of history fascinates you? Gore, suffering, boils and pustules? Let me know in the comments. Okay, I'm going to try and keep my lunch down for this one. The death of Mary, Queen of Scots, 1587. After being found guilty of conspiring to assassinate her cousin Elizabeth I, Mary was executed by beheading, but the execution went terribly wrong. The first axe blow missed her neck and struck the back of her head. The second blow severed her neck, but the executioner had to use a third stroke to fully separate her head from her body. When the executioner lifted her head, it fell to the floor, revealing she had been wearing a wig and her hair underneath was grey from years of stress from imprisonment. And her little Skye Terrier was found under her skirts, trembling and covered in blood. Oh, that's so gross, can you even imagine? The beheading, not the wig. If that made you almost puke, then you have to see this video here. And I'll see you in the next one.